Fender and Gregory, you guys have no right to come here and make us love you like that. Literally. I hereby call this meeting to order. Oh, fuck-ass committee. I can't wait to take these bastards down. The committee is gathered here on this site of the goddess to pass fair and frank justice. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional oh my god, of Miles Edgeworth. Oh shit. Are you? Kay, why are you wearing that raincoat? No. No! No. 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 No, you can't just leave me off like that. What? No way. I refuse to believe this game just killed off Kay. No way. No way. No way. There's definitely like something. Something just happened, bro. No way Kay just died. I refuse to believe it, dog. Will you please stop pacing, detective? You're kicking up dust. But I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there cool as a cucumber? Oh, wow. So they said they're gonna take his badge? We don't know for certain that they will. Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavelle pretty much spelled it out. She said that I would be called up to appear before the committee, nothing more. Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we were never to work together again? I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. Oh, no, he likes you. After all, it would mean that you can work with somebody less problematic. Don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean. Because I won't let you. Aw. He's really thinking about becoming a defense attorney. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear? Become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in the law to begin with thanks to my father as well. His work as a defense attorney. Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only one only you can answer. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this. Really, detective? There's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient than with your salary assessments. Huh? Really? So, no more institutals? I mean, no! What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff. But you thought about it, didn't you? Well, if only for a moment. We're busy in here. Come back later. Who the hell are you? Hey there. Is there a prosecutor in? A prosecutor in Miles Edgeworth? Look, pal, we're busy, don't you get? Wait outside, I'll be with you in a bit. Oh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see. I said we're busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much. No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler. Florence Needler. I'm a nurse at Hertz's hospital. Well, nobody here is Hertz, so thank God it's not Hicks. Are you sure you have the right room? Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow. Those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling all right? Suffered from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right here. I'll go grab her. Oh my God, there's something... Okay, so she's not dead. If she's injured for good, bro... Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wait! Too late. I wonder who she brought home, huh? She's here from a hospital. Maybe it's a patient? Someone you cut down to size with your trademark rapier wit? What exactly is that supposed to mean? See? That right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far. I almost thought she was Maggie, too. Is she in a wheelchair? Oh my God, what happened to Kay? Oh, she got, like, beaten up. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? Oh my God, what happened? Thoughts on what? You don't recognize me? There is something about her. Something familiar. Miles, come on, dog. This had your name on it. So I thought, just maybe... Did she have amnesia? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, we're doing an amnesia case. Oh, come on, bruh. Don't be ridiculous, detective. Oh, look, sir. Your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day. Be that as it may. I'm so sorry. What she's trying to say is she had amnesia. Oh my God, bruh. Amnesia? Yes, at least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them. You shut up, demonic Madge. Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. Oh, tough break. But don't you worry, alright? Says you had his card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So just sit back and we'll take it from here, right, sir? At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes. Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker. But where do we even start? So do you remember your name, miss? I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday. She's only been in the hospital for a day. No way, that's amazing. How'd you figure it out so fast? How can one person be so emotionally draining? They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. I wanted to help her out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. Did you find anything apart from my business card? Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. Oh, she was wearing this. Right? It's a pretty unique design, right? What? This pin? What the heck? That Yatagarasu pin, does that mean... But it can't be. Kay, is it really you? Kay? It's you, isn't it, Kay? Kay? Come on, Kay, you really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me. Aw, Gummy. But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now. What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her. Careful, detective. We won't want her to get the wrong impression. Make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong exactly, but... So what kind of person was I before? Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy, and oh yeah, you're a great thief. Great thief. There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dresses or vaults and... Steal? But that must be so awful for the people that I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment. No, that's not what I meant at all. I don't think that did her much good, sir. But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear. Oh my God, she's gonna be convicted of something, and she's like, you stole this, and we'll be like, but I don't Here we go, bro. Hey, that outfit. This? It's what it's what she was wearing when they found her. We had to get her out to change it out and put on the hospital clothes, so that's why I have them. There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kaylee lost her memory? I'll send the outfit over to forensic later and see what they can figure out. Please do, detective. Boy, there really are some thievy clothes, huh? I'm a criminal? Maybe a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal. If you say so. Perhaps you better leave it there for now. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly? Well, how do I put it into words? You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant. I am? So a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then? No, not quite. We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pen the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler? There are a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be much use to you. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us? Well, alright then. In no particular order, I present. A gem and ninja mask? Was she at a show or something? Don't worry, I'll make sure you blank precious thing back. Rosie. A letter, and it's addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub. And finally, a fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too. It's a corsage, detective, and they're usually worn by women. And that's that. So anything useful in there? Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. This music is so sad, though. Ugh, this is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? We can't just let her stay like this forever. Calm down, detective. I have an idea. You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. The big building? Wow, what a name. You know that place? Everybody knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified. Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find out? Now? Just like that? The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. But what about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time. Great. So can I leave Kay with you? That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or 3, wherever you might happen to be. Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. Put on her actual clothes, though. No, we're not gonna make her put on her... Okay. She's just gonna walk around the hospital clothes. So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area. How very kind of you, detective. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside. Look out, the big building. It's about to fall. What? What? We gotta do something. Oh, it's this kid. No, please, I'm begging you, stop. This kid was at the art gallery. I was trying to figure out who it was, but I have no clue. Ugh, it's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts aren't getting through to him. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid. Cut. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie, so could you, yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Oh, it's this girl. Speaking of the samurai case. Sorry. Really had me there for a second. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Should they stop the building from falling down? That's good. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. Whoa, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face. The wind. It's very strong up here. That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away. Speak for yourself. Okay, does this place bring back any memories? I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Okay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use. I'm in the second. All right. I don't know if this will be any help at all, but oh my God, what I remember. I still can't be sure if I've even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry. No dice, huh? I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir. Maybe just this once. Try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective.
Hold it!
Oh, this ticket stub says otherwise. But I don't remember. I don't remember coming here at all. Can't even imagine wanting to come here.
Hold it!
Kay used to love places like this, though. But am I really her? I just feel dizzy taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here. What if an old person fell, or a child? Doesn't bear thinking about. There's a fence all around us. It's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. If you say so.
Hold it!
If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Let's see. Ah, cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining, I remember now. And there was a red something. So it was raining. She was underneath the cherry tree. She saw something red from where she stood. But what? Was it something I said? No. But if you could add that to your testimony, we could explore it further.
Hold it!
There's something red. Can you tell me any more about it? I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I could say. What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps? A stand. A red concession stand. Yes, I think that's what it was. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it. And then what happened? Then, I'm sorry. That's alright. Just add what you told us to your testimony.
Hold it!
The stand in question is the one behind you, correct? That's right. I remember the red color, and the person walking toward me from beyond it. I saw it all from under the cherry tree. Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning. Could you not see their face, or did you simply not know who they were? I'm sorry, I'm just not sure. So way off to go on is a person walking toward her from beyond the concession stand. And the fact that she had saw this from beneath the cherry tree.
Hold it!
Doesn't have to be related to how you lost your memory, but if anything floats up at all, just say it. Really? Well, let's see. Oh, the cotton candy from that stand there. I don't know why, but it just came to me. If you're hungry, you only have to say. You want cotton candy? You got it. My treat. Thank you. It would make my day. I had to get something out of her somehow. Maybe if I pressed her a little, I could shake something loose.
Objection!
I didn't even look at the pamphlet. You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking toward you? Yes, I can see them getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody red. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now that is a scary face. They were walking towards me, getting closer and closer. And then they, oh my god. Oh my god. Kay, what's the matter? You alright? We're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you. I was pushed and I fell. That was scary. By a person in a red raincoat. A person in a red raincoat to walk on air? Who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense, not the least of which nobody could fall from this height and survive. Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir. A body? Whose body exactly? Not sure. We're still working on it. But what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. And that her name is Kay. What? What the blazing? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Wait, this room? Officer, isn't this... Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So it's here now? I knew they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea they'd come here. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, and Kay, too? Ew, who is that granny? Oh my god, that is disgusting. How y'all doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This? This is my grandma. Hold on 1 second. Name's Hilda Hertz, Sonny. Who the heck might you be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name Hertz. Is she... Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital. This old fog woman is the head of a hospital? Don't you old foggy me, you danged reprobate. How did she do that? Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am. Oh, that's not true. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl. The one with amnesia. It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny? Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. What? You sure you want me to say that, Grandma? All right, then. Now, I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of you. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as none of that business doesn't involve messing with the deceased's body, I got work to do. Wait, please, dang thing, I tell you. Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? Damn! Oh, did I even mention Grandma's also a coroner? She's in charge of this case, which means, ouch! Which means exactly that. What do you mean, exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. Damn. It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape. Joel, your granny's here. Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. What the heck is their deal? What does it matter? As long as you have permission to investigate. What does it matter? matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? All right, let's get to work. That person over there is called K, right? Surely that means I can't be the K you know. That's what we're looking to figure out, but don't worry. You're the K we know. I'm certain of it. Thanks. A K who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name, both meaning their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this will be the key to restoring our K's memories. I'd stake my life on it. 2 women named K. With their statue of the goddess of justice. You sure know your stuff, sir. So, does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. But the body's on the table behind us, sir. How come? Can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Oh, this is one big statue. What's it even for? The goddess of justice stands in judgment over the committee's proceedings against corrupt prosecutors. If I'm not very much mistaken, it's a Pahalik original. Oh my god. You mean the victim from the IS-7 incident, sir? Mr. Artie Frost? No matter how murky his name or morals were, there's no denying his skill. This is a genuine work of art. I heard someplace that a lot of good artists are either geniuses or eccentrics. Which one do you think he was? I don't know about Halik, but Larry is definitely the eccentric. W. Larry. Larry mentioned. The GOAT. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special key card to enter, sir. Interesting. So not just anybody can enter? In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... Yes, sir, a member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing? My hearing? Should be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Sorry to intrude. Francisca! Let's go! Hi, Franny. Who are... Huh? What's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other? It's been too long, Grandma Hurts. Bing, 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 bing. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What's she doing here? Francisca Von Karma. She's the daughter of Manfred Von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad. Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be. Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And then I won't rest till it's been destroyed, and its ill-gotten goods recovered. So the smuggling ring has evolved then? That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I see she means to be as helpful as ever. Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves, too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you danged vermin. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing with the place up. Go on, get. Just remember, it's not me saying this stuff, okay? But please, Granny, it's important. Who you calling a granny, little missy? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but Francisca, I need you to add us to the investigation. We have to see that the body up close, or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in, Kay Faraday? Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you're up to, but very well. Thank you. You won't regret it. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. Huh. We owe you big, sir. Big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Yow! Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hon. But you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Sue yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. Or you hurt her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Another investigation, huh? You were loudly claiming to be my assistant just the other day, Kay. Do you really not remember anything? Does nothing about me come to mind at all? Oh, maybe I do remember one thing. Remember being on the viewing platform up on the roof? Yes. You were pointing your finger at me. Go on. Ask me a question with a scary look in your face. That was only a few minutes ago. Wow, poor kid. Literally her only memory of you is trying to catch her in a contradiction, sir. I'd be scared too. I'd even just give up right there and then and there. Yeah, that'd be the end of me for sure. If you think that's scary, detective, just you wait. Yo. Nah, poor Gumshoe. How do you not know Dick Gumshoe? You must remember Detective Gumshoe, Kay. You and he were very close. Yeah, don't I remind you of anything? Remind me of, Wait, I do remember something. I remember Mr. Edgeworth scolding you, and not just once, hundreds of times. That's no memory, kid. That's just the joy of our day-to-day life together. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Joy, is it? I must not be doing a good enough job reprimanding you then. I'll just have to try harder next time. Maybe it's just because they're calling her Kay, but the victim is even starting to look like her to me. You're imagining similarities because of the name, detective. Don't allow it to mold your perceptions. Mold them? Ugh, yeah, wouldn't want that. Nobody wants their perceptions getting all fussy. 1 minute it's moldy perceptions, next is dusty thinking, damp assumptions, you name it. You're imagining similarities because of the word, detective. Don't allow it to mold your perceptions. Yes, sir. All right, then. We got permission to investigate the scene. So let's see what we can figure out once we molded things over. I think you mean mold. Ugh. You're imagining similarities because of the word, detective. Don't allow it to mold your perceptions. What are you doing here, Francisca? I thought you were working abroad on something with Interpol. Wouldn't you like to know? Well, that's top secret, and I neither have the need nor obligation to tell you. I thought she'd say as much. Anyway, never mind that. Where's the prosecutor in charge of this case? Not that I know who's been assigned, but I was hoping they'd take care of the legwork for me. Yet they haven't even bothered to show up. What in the world could they be doing? Yow! I'm not the prosecutor's keeper, sir. It's hardly fair to whip people who don't deserve it, Francisca. What's use is a whip if you don't use it, And who better to use it on than anybody who isn't giving 110%? May not know who's been assigned yet either, but 110% feel for them already. Fucking Eustace, you know it's gonna be Eustace. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be acquainted with Dr. Hertz. How very astute are you, Miles Edgeworth? Yes, I know her. Once upon a time, Never mind. She doesn't seem keen to talk about it. Perhaps I'd better leave it for now. What happened, sir? What happened once upon a time? You can't not tell us now. Yow! Only a foolish fool foolishly pries into another person's business. Now hold your tongue, Scruffy, or you get more than mere tongue lashing. It's a bit late for that. Spare the whip, spoil a child. A whip in time saves 9. Didn't you go to school, you whipless wonder? Yow! Seems that leaving it alone was the right choice after all. Nurse Needler, could you tell me a little more about your relationship with Dr. Hertz? Sure, let's see. Well, I've lived with her since I was little. I got lost while I was out playing. She come looking for me till the sun went down. If I fell over and grazed my knee, she'd watch over me till I found the strength to pick myself up. That's quite the heartwarming tale, a very classic grandmother-grandchild relationship. Once I became a nurse, if I stuck a needle in the wrong place, she'd say, "Not there, you bonehead, there," and then she'd pull it right out, and ouch! Yow, I felt that pain. Stop talking about needles now. Anyway, so yeah, I can do any kind of nursing thing I need for Grandma now. Thank you. That was a very thorough answer indeed. Even if the story didn't end on a heartwarming note, it's nice to know they share such a close bond, I suppose. Must be the best coroner in town, Dr. Hertz. I'll bet you can spot a cause of death in seconds and get it right every time, huh? What do you know about coroning, you big galoot? You don't know the first dang thing. Ouch. You have to forgive the detective, Dr. Hertz. I'll make sure he learns not to say such presumptuous things. As if I care. You shut your pie hole and listen, Mr. Smarty Pants. Spawn a cause of death correctly in seconds is my bread and butter. Which is why the one thing that gets my goat worse than anything is folks getting in my danged way. I think that's all she wanted to say. Satisfied? Absolutely. Thank you very much. All I want to do is examine the body for clues. We'll do our best to stay out of your way. I imagine it's because of how seriously she takes her work that she reacts so colorfully to us. Hertz Hospital is the finest medical institution in the land. It would have to be with Grandma in charge. How about it? You look like you could use some R&R. You sure do, and you're in luck. We got us an empty suite or two with fancy hot tubs and all right now. Thank you, but as you can see, we're in a perfectly fine health. We won't be needing a room at the hospital. Yep, fit as fiddles and strong as oxes. That's our motto, right, sir? Maybe yours, detective, but I'd like to think I have a little more going for me than that. That doesn't matter. Hertz Hospital welcomes the hale and hearty, too. Healthy. So what? Stay away. Stay anyway. Campaign is in full swing and going great. Not sick or injured? That's nice. Your room is half the price. Nothing on earth could convince me to spend a night in the hospital for pleasure. This is a one-time offer, you know, so how about it? Come stay at the happiest hospital in town. Hot tub does sound pretty good. At half price? This might be good. This might be too good to miss. Seriously, detective? Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we knew that already, detective. Our Kay's standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building. Perhaps, but for now, she remains unidentified. She kind of looks like someone, bruh. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? Must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could have well been made by these spikes. A candle? A candle album? Not quite, detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Ah, I got you. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back. I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. Who does that in this day and age? This book? What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. Indeed. Book of vows made by a child to her father. Never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. What exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to... He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence went missing from the police custody? Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice. What could this mean? Why did it turn up here of all places? You there! What do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found him, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became K. Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though. If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side. And what's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothing traditionally. The buttons would be on the left. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket? Pair of gloves? Also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. There's something pinned to the jacket here. Piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It seems she suffered a serious burn to the hand at some point. You think it has something to do with how she died? No, this scar is too old for that. I'd imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store. Show! It's a key card. Ugh. Why, sir? Why? The question we should be asking is what does it open?
Eureka!
Judging by its appearance, I'd say the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like they're made out of the same fabric. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You've got one heck of an eye, sir. Magenta flower made of fabric that is usually worn on the chest as a decoration, torn from the victim's clothes. The flower belonged to the victim. Supplies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. What? There's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or for worse, yes. I'd imagine that the victim's key card probably grants access to the room, wouldn't you? Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. They found some details on that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. Curious. It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. That person lying there. It's someone you may have murdered, but that's all we can say for now. No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed. I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, look who it is again. Oh my god, it's Eustace, bro. Eustace, get out of here, dog. Ugh, I know that voice. Ugh, me too. Eustace, get out. Eustace, get out. Get out, Eustace. No, get out, bro. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. And Gavel, of course. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything's going to be all right. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them what. Yeah! Oh my god, now he's getting whipped. Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile? Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume. My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel, at your service. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, attorney at law and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. I see. Now to explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor? Yep, which means this case will be solved today. Aye! You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all I have to do is... Ow! Thank God, good. Get him. Get this motherfucker. Stop babbling and tell me now. It's Eustace. Eustace Winter. Good. This kid deserves this. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winter. Alright, that's me done. See you next, stiff. Yeah, home time. I can murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over and she died? After she died? Eustace. It was a candle holder that killed her, huh? She died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. No, that would be a tragedy. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kate Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meanings was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she was dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct? You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object loudly and forcefully. Get 'em, Miles. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It's questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? It isn't anything but fine, Kay? I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it? Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember? Nah, this sprite is crazy. I hate this cave sprite. The eye going crazy. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. She applies your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't need to yield. Don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Then allow me, prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth. Whip him up real good, Franziska. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did, but Kate Faraday is the murderer, no doubt. No doubt about it. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius. That was a total mess. If Detective Gumshoe was saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True. We haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's alright, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions are acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I'll be sure to freely let you know.
Objection!
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winter? It certainly sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1 and 2 and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card. Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame? Ew! Mr. Winter, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you could tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a key card. Well, she, you know, there was the itchy, yeah. A masterful summary. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards, therefore only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please, take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you see, the door to this room was open at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard. Okay. Cannot know for certain, of course. But though, who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer? And then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement? Certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, she did.
Overruled.
Yeah, she did. How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There is no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what's required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kate Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course. What? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another of the victim's possessions? And you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay, this would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. No! Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday for the second crime as well as Miss Ringer's murder. I'm the principal suspect? Don't listen to her, it's all lies, all of it. You're not like that, you never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. Now, how do you explain the letter, detective? Ugh. Unlike Mr. Winter, I suspected that Judge Gavelle herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavelle. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here. I still have questions, and you better have answers. Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. I can't let them steamroller me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you'd put her down, Edgeworth? Think you'd take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? There's only one side to be on, Scruffy, the side of the truth. Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, if there's one side to be on, then it has to be the one. Ow! Quiet, you. My thoughts exactly. Thank God. The one time I actually agree with Franziska's whippings is to that kid.
Hold it!
Excuse me. What exactly was the nature of the relationship? Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ringer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying...
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot? This letter implies a theft, and it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
Overruled!
I don't seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she could tell you if she had resumed her activities, surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something.
Hold it!
Whatever reason. Could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment. I am sure our investigation will uncover any numbers of possibilities. Whereas you lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection!
I could see that some of the evidence would seem to point to case involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive.
Overruled!
Overruled. A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scene? How much more conclusive could it be? What's more, where's your proof to the contrary?
Hold it!
Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Ringer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh. I wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan. It doesn't? Oh, I guess not, huh? Aha! But once we hold a flame to it and reveal the secret writing, I don't place too much hope in that revealing anything useless. We don't need to. Not when we have.
Objection!
There would have been a hole poked right through the letter. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all close to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then, they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is our killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor, or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back! Perhaps we should try to listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No. Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket? Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed, 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one to the letter miraculous, no? Well, Judge Gavell, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to recreate the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is a real culprit who almost certainly also forged this letter. It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of the letter. And you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
Objection! No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket. Yeah. Huh? Seriously? The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ow! Stop your foolish floundering, you foolish fool. Or you're just that incurably foolish. Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deductions. Yow! There. I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless the report was given by you. What? Cavell, say something! No objections? Good, then allow me to continue. So we have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and the Ringer? Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Judge Gavell proposed that the killer enter the room together with the victim. What if there was something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself?
Take that! Ha!
Look again at the keycard report. Oh my god. The keycard oh my god, it's so hard to talk. Look at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavell a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim you need. This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not outside the... I wouldn't call winner a W, but he's okay. Outside the realm of possibility. Gavell, though, needs to lower it down, but damn does she look good, bruh. Hey, where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. It was my keycard. So you did it. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please. Is there? As I please, is there? I do like his objection, though. Objection! Perhaps not. That's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled.
What utter nonsense. What would I have to gain from killing her?
Objection!
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had.
Overruled.
I'm a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Perhaps you care to tell us why? I have business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I'm not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. Relieving me of my badge. Overruled. All right, children, that's enough. Fender. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Fender. Who in the... That's not Fender. Who the... Oh, hell no. It really takes me back to the days of my youth, back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere living his best life. Who the... You have to forgive me, it's just... I get so emotional. The tears, they just... I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Is this his dad? Winner? Verity, my girl, do you ever stop working? Your deduction puts us all to shame. And this is young Francisca I see before me. Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner? It's been far too long. It's so formal. I thought we were like family. Used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner! Uncle Winner! At the top of your little lungs. But time goes so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Committee member has been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this, bringing your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor of the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. I'm going to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And you're the subordinate Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner. Oh my god. Father to this idiot boy. Yo! He just called his son an idiot. Oh my god. My wife and I were so happy when... Oh shit. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone, too. Heaven only knows where to. Dad, you're... Here, use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, one Kay Faraday. We are currently trying...
Objection!
You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
Objection! I told you that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong pocket. Yow! Don't test my patience. All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clear. All except for you, Eustace. What? But Dad! We are prosecutors. It is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves, she seems pretty apt, based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... Ah, it's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. 68? Fuck, you're old. You're older than this lady. She looks crazy. Oh. Okay. But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. What the heck is that supposed to mean? You put the lighter down. Freak? Prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it, and there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? Ugh. All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quietly. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell you. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It's an act so brazen a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective? What? Yeah. So either Kate goes down or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? You'd use his badge to shield yourselves? I'll have the committee too has fallen. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contribution has been noted, Faraday. It will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. Ugh, what in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. Good old Gregory. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance? Aww. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here. Guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Gavell, a moment, please. Yes? What is it? Take my badge. Is he gonna... Oh! Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. Oh my God. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. Oh, gumshoe. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If I'm being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Are you running away from Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Francisco. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. No, this is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kate, don't go. Oh, shit. You stay right where you are, detective. But, sir, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always right by your side. Oh, this game is so good. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Oh, well now, this is no good, is it? You let a dangerous criminal run free. And I try and yeah, it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does. Oh my god. I didn't think he was actually gonna like throw his badge on the table and be like, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Holy shit. Jesus. Wow, bro. Wow. That was tough. That was one of the most badass things I've seen in this series, bro. That was badass. I'm not a prosecutor anymore. April 5th, 5:58. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Kay! She's not here either? Where are you? Oh, Edgeworth. Fender! Knockety knock knock, special visitor. Fender. Whoa, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that. Doo-doo. What are you doing here? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asked. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber? I call that a happening, all right. And what, with your hearing being today, I thought... Oh, he thought he died. Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. They're reporting it on the news already? Heck yeah, a dead lawyer, a young woman on the run. They're laughing it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown or what? Well, actually... Whoa! Maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere all alone, and without her memory. Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gotten to? You sure she doesn't remember Zip? I thought she might have come here, but no luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. You think I don't know that? But I'm out of places to look. Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. Wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey. Which isn't a bad thing, necessarily. After all, got even you running from a pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I knew you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. I almost said ace attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she never harm a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man's a run for its money, even. Aw. Hi, Bendy, sit. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Aww. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down? Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh ideas about where she could be. You can't just walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source, looking at how she lost her memory in the first place? You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down. It's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. That's where we're headed. Next stop, the big town. Maybe you can give your face the good news on the way. Kane won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that. Aw, very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own. Aw. Oh my god, this fucking granny. Go home, granny, go home! Sun sure set quickly. Not even a murder on the premises can make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around, though. Because we got the whole place to ourselves. The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to Miles. We've got sleuthing to do. Rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we can. Do what we're good at for Clay, alright? Kay, alright? Dynamic offender in Edgeworth is top tier. I like it. Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom, according to what Kay told us. She was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. So the person in the raincoat Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too. Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again. What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water? You need to worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh. Did something happen? Miles is not impressed. Maybe I can help. How about an injection? No injections, thank you. Fortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah, it did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. All right then, Mr. Edgeworth. Catch you again soon. Oh shit. Eek! What the fuck? What the fuck? Hi. Kay. Don't mind me. I'll just lie and wait. I'll make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low. Oh, yes, that. Nope. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site on her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state. On top of which, while you've been playing hide and go seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you. Aw. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? No. I came to try and help you get your badge back. What? I thought if I can get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came out to where I lost my memory, maybe I could... There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. Shit's so wholesome, dog. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me? I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Bro's always trying to get hugs. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Live news now from the big building where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and the police say no effort is being sprayed in trying to track her down. No effort is being spared. And they haven't checked the building that they're at. Ooh, mama. They're not messing around, huh? Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down, and fast. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Kay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I've caused you so much trouble already. You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. And it's settled. We're in this together like three musketeers. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. And I will, believe me. So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him with his investigation, okay, Kay? Yes, of course. Great, now we gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we've even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Good old Uncle Eddie. Gregory would have never forgiven me if I got the family office shut down. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure you more than I'll ever really know. Oh, bro. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay. I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat, and then they pushed me. Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there is one thing. I could see the moon over the over their shoulder as they came closer and closer. The moon. Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but I was in the exact same place it is right now. It was the exact same place, floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I should keep it in mind. I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is? Could be a clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your head. Alright, I'm seeing, it's very faint, but I'm seeing a small restaurant, just a counter and some seats, and there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup, not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm. That's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl. Captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. You should say we're the second great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that? Oh, I think you're right. I was a noble. Not a noble, Kay, a noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Thinking back over what Kay has said, the person in that raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the opposite side of the stand, or the side opposite of the stand. Whee! She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. But we just checked now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's currently the same spot as the sky as it is as on the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But I definitely remember standing under that tree. You know, if I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it? Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole. The ground could just open like that? How? My bad, not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Okay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that. I'm sorry, I just can't say one way or the other. My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know. I don't? Never? Well, maybe not never. If I told you to leap lyrically into my arms... Fender! Chill, Mazarino. Where's your sense of whimsy? So, never then. Ouch. Talk about a deep cut. As you can see, there's still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds the discrepancy hearings, correct? That's right. There have been people walking by the windows all evening. This one is a serious investigation. Doesn't this? Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out here with Clay any rosier. We'll have to find a way to split past the press. I'm cool, mysterious customer Mazarino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we could use them as a decoy if things get desperate. Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. If that ever gets out, I'm boned.
Eureka!
Eureka! Question, how many floors does this building have? Easy, 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works, it's ugly little schemes. There's a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times. But then, what's the dark space above the 50th floor? The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that. Clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake? Somehow, I don't think so. Call me crazy, but yes, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love? Ah, my heart! You didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay. Good, then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. That's the 49th. But they said they were on the 50th floor. Even still, why are they not on the top floor, Gorilla? How has no one noticed the floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform until just now? Got me there. Kind of hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me. That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means. Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means. Maybe let's go for unconventional? Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? Oh, I seek a room. Now you're talking my language. Let's go take a look. What is this place? Look at all the stuff down there. Is it a storeroom? Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Go team! Strike one mystery off the list. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red rain-coated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things. Hey, can a guy bask in his success for a second? So we found a hidden storeroom. I voted we scooch on down and check it out. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here. It can't hurt to take a look. Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Emma! Welcome back, Emma. Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. This is Emma Skye. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together. Detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off the big building and that Kay was in a man suit and... Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already? Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. Well, not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting. And shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene? Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all. It's not an actual language, Emma. Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she? Aw, shucks. Isn't that sweet, Kay Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth. Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Edgeworth? So you are his assistant. Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney? I'm not. To say it's complicated is an understatement. Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first. But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really? Oof. It's like I'm not even here. What is this, some kind of weird experiment? Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there. I agree. The police could be here any minute. And who's this? I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go. Oh, all right, but you better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro Attorney. Trust me, I'll explain that too. Okery dokery do. Down the hatch we go. Nice.